Hey, question number 2, Ben. Someone, Joseph put this one there, was wondering if there was some sort of a magic device. Magic widget is what he said, which I absolutely love that terminology. But anyway, something that we could plug into an outlet and get some information from that before we, licked our fingers and just stuck our fingers in there, which tells you something too.
Well, that's one way to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it depends on how good you are at sensing voltage, It's like, well, it feels like 120. I don't know. But so there are 2 widgets. One is going to be probably more useful, I think, because it tells you more information. But there's another widget that I carry with me like literally everywhere. I have about 6 of these things now. This is the most fancy widget I have from that. And you'll notice many of you have seen these little testers. You stick in an outlet, it's got the lights on the end, and you'll say, wow, that one's bigger. Yeah. I feel like there's a joke in there. But anyway, so this one is also battery powered, and it will tell me various things about the circuit. And I'm going to show you this one first. So here we can see, if you can see it, it says open because it's not plugged in anything. So if I plug it into my circuit, now we can see that it says, okay, that is correct. And you have to let me know when I get the angle where it works.
There you go, right there. See it? Oh, yeah. 123 lightning bolt.
Yep. So all this is telling me, and it's nice that it tells me the incoming line voltage, and it also tells me the outlet was wired correctly, and there is, in fact, a ground. This one will also test GFCIs. It will time how many milliseconds it takes to trip it, and that's kind of handy. But in terms of magic widgets that will tell you almost everything about your circuit, because I bet there's one thing you want to know that it doesn't tell you, I love these things. And I got to say, John, I've been saying this for years, and I've just sort of started to accept the fact that it's not going to happen. But with all your connections, how do I not have an endorsement with Klein or Kilowatt? Like, how am I not?
You would think, because
you would think.
Yeah, we've talked about their gear a lot.
A lot. I've sold them a lot of stuff. Anyway, not even a baseball cap. I don't wear hats. But anyway, I'll take free gear. Nope, guess not. All right, I buy all my gear. So it is, whatever.
Yeah.
So this is called a Kilowatt. And you can get them pretty much anywhere kilowatts are sold. And it doesn't matter where you get them because I don't get paid for it. So, not that I'm salty about it. Just saying.
Not much. It's kind of sort of not. Maybe a little bit. Yeah.
So, what we can see here, there is line voltage, right?
Yeah.
I can also change, and I can look at the amperage. And I don't have any load plugged in here, but if I did, I would see how much current it is drawing. And more on that in a minute, but that's important to know. This will show me both watts and volt amperes, and you'll notice they both say 0 right now. Again, I have no load, so a watt being real power, volt ampere being apparent power. And then I can also look at the frequency of my electricity, and in the US it should be pretty much 60, and then that's probably what it says. Yeah, yep. 60. So anyway, this is kind of a handy little gizmo because we can use it to measure low current loads. It's a good way to find out how much power your gear takes. It's a good way to make sure, it's just sort of like a little miniature meter. Now, if you plugged in and the frequency was wrong, what can you do about it? Not much.
Yeah.
Unless you're on a generator. Most of the gen sets that we work on have the ability to adjust the frequency, and we can go in and make sure that's locked in right at 60 so that everything, clocks correctly or cycles correctly. The other, this is the magic widget or gizmo, but the other, I think, essential tool is just a meter. Just having a good multimeter everywhere you go, and knowing how to use it, of course. So,
and this is almost what's in Ben Stow's bag. I mean, we just did a little sample of that show.
Yeah, in fact, you'll see some redundancy. And yes, I know, of course, we have a lot of friends from Rachel's new group, the Help Desk, watching, and thanks for joining us. And I posted a video of the bag that we did like 7 years ago. And of course, I have cases that I fly with and also my laptop bag. And they do very much mesh together, but also there's a little bit of overlap. I do have some of these devices in both places so that if I only have my laptop bag with me, that's how important these devices are that I still have them. And then I have the bigger, better ones in my tool case that I can fly with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's amazing how many times you find yourself utilizing those. Because I've got those in literally all... I think I've got all three. Mine isn't... My circuit tester isn't quite as cool as yours. But I've got...
Well, and I have one more widget.
There's the last one. I was wondering if you were going to pull that one out.
Yeah, so this is called a non-contact voltage tester, and this one will do both 12 volt to 1,000 volts, so I can do power limited circuits, but it will also do, there's line voltage. And what's cool about this is, whereas the other ones I have to touch conductive live parts, meaning the metal parts, the parts that can zap you, I don't have any conductive parts on here. All I have to do is basically, in fact, I don't even need to stick it I can just touch it to the wire.
To the wire, yep.
And it's telling me, hey, you've got electricity there. This one also has a flashlight, which is kind of handy, So.
Cool.
My other one has a laser. I don't know what to do with that. But anyway, I have about 10 of these things, and my wife's just accepted the fact that I have a problem because every time they're on sale, I get more, but they're just kind of a handy tool, this outlet isn't working. Wonder why? Well, okay, now so.
Yeah. That the final little the electricity presence tester, that one actually saved my butt because I was going to be putting in a ceiling fan, and I had shut the circuit off, and I just, as redundant testing, went and took that device and found out that there was something bleeding in on the ground wire.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you can have that, absolutely. Or you can have something inducting across on an adjacent conductor. And that's one of the gripes that one of the instructors I had in an electrical class was, he said, well, there's false positives with those. True. And I'd rather have that than a false negative.
Well, and there indeed was, because when I then brought my circuit tester out and did across, there was electricity present in that ground wire because there was a light fixture that was wired improperly just down the line, and I had no idea. So
scary. Yeah, you could have been done for. Yep.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. So definitely good tools. So let's put a break in here, a quick little, and then we'll be back with our next question.